Alright, sorry about that, Danger Noodles. My computer decided to be a fucking dipshit and force an update against my orders. That was supposed to start till tomorrow morning.
Sag.
Yeah, so, yeah. Anyways, hopefully it doesn't try to do any more of its bullshit. Alright. So, are we ready to see the but we already know it's... Disclaimer, this story is R for adults 18 years and older, not for children. Yeah, the SCP is definitely 18 plus.
To be fair, I feel like that's a fair thing to put on any SCP content.
Yeah. Anyways, we ready?
Especially on this SCP.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, we ready?
Yeah.
Ready? Watch the video.
I don't think any of us are ready to watch the video, but we're going to anyway.
Yeah. Alright.
Let's go.
3, 2, 1.
There's a lot of new people in town, I whispered to Ray as we sit and...
I'm sorry. It's just I wasn't like, I don't know what I was expecting, but I know for a fact I was not expecting it to start with aggressive stage whispering in my ears. We don't know what's up with all the people around here. They're all fucking weird. I think we're in Britain.
Yeah.
Anyway. That was just
the 100-year
Yeah. Alright, let's continue.
old pub. There are names and forgotten punchlines, and the occasional curse carved into the wooden bar's surface. What are you talking about? Ray asks.
What is that voice?
What are you talking about?
They're trying to make a drunk person. They're doing their best.
Sounds like
Already.
me trying to come up with a new voice. What is wrong with that copy-pasted beer?
Look, the bowls are outside the drink.
But yeah, there's bubbles outside of the drink. You can't, like, the foam cuts off. You see the drink itself, the foam vanishes, except it's coming up out of it. So there's just a pocket of air between the foam and the drink. Who made this?
We already know.
Let's be honest, it would look more accurate if they just skipped the bubbles altogether and added a weird foam, like white layer on top of the beer layer. They didn't even need to draw the foam like spilling out the top.
Yeah, like if it was just no foam and maybe get rid of the outside of the cup bubbles, I would just assume that this is some kind of like ale, right? So something that doesn't tend to bubble up as much.
Yeah.
But no, we've got to try to be artsy, and in being artsy, we forget how physics work.
Yeah. All right. Let's continue.
He 3 sheets to the wind. Of course, he hasn't noticed. I look down at the damaged bar on which my elbows are resting in the dim lighting of the pub. New people spend time deciphering the bar top, but I've lived in this little town my whole life.
Oh God!
I've read all there is.
I'm just a little too reactive. I saw a dartboard in the background, and I thought it was a black sun for a second.
Okay, hold on. There's actually one thing I want to go back here. Watch how he drinks it. It makes me uncomfortable. Watch. Ready?
Okay.
Of course, he hasn't noticed.
Ooh.
I look down at the...
I don't know why that makes me so uncomfortable.
He looks like a toddler picking up a sippy gun.
Look, when I was an alcoholic, I didn't drink beer like that.
And the foam just falls out. It's just wait. No, that makes sense. That's why the beer doesn't look like it adheres to the laws of physics. The foam is just a prop put on top of the cup.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Ready to continue?
Yeah, I want to do our standard thing, and I don't want to rush it too much, but also I really want to finish all of this tonight. Do we have a time limit?
No. I have work
Okay,
tomorrow
good.
night, so we don't have a time limit.
Okay, good. That's good at least. Let's
Damaged
continue.
bar on which my elbows are resting in the dim lighting of the pub. New people spend time deciphering the bar top, but I've lived in this little town my whole life. I've read all there is to read on the bar. I've even added a word or two on those
It's
long,
not like
boring
the
nights.
fucking Egyptian hieroglyphics.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Oh, sorry.
my thing is, I just think it's amusing to think about the fact that assuming that this bar top doesn't get completely destroyed in the sands of time, there is a chance that some future archaeologist comes across this thing and is trying to decipher what the fuck was written on this.
Okay, here's the one
That
thing.
would make sense.
Here's one thing I noticed. One of his ears doesn't look like it's connected to his head.
Oh, that's box standard.
Also, the top right and the top and bottom right, there's a
Yes,
corner of his
yeah.
shirt.
Oh yeah, that is a what the what how what uh, uh, how do you I so apparently the corner of his shirt got caught up when he was just like copying and selecting these jars. So when he pastes them elsewhere, the fucking shirt piece is alongside them. Great.
Yep.
No, I do not wish to subscribe SCP Experience Animated.
I almost clicked the subscribe button.
Oh, fuck you.
Anyways.
Where the only sensible thing to do is pull out your pocket knife and leave a little sign that you were here, on this earth, so that 100 years later, some
pretty
Jack or Jill will read what you wrote.
I'm pretty sure it's illegal.
I mean, in a trashy bar like this, I doubt anyone's gonna get pissed at you. Like, if the bar looks like this, what's the point of getting mad at the latest guy trying, like, adding stuff to it?
3,000 centimeters.
Yeah, let's just like decipher the stuff here. We've got Gussie. You got Gussie. We got no. Life is hard. A crossed out light bulb. Is something cool, and that's crossed out. Someone just writing ha 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 ha. Yeah, this is standard drunken shenanigans.
So hugs and kisses.
Yeah, I also like how
Oh,
they,
yeah.
for cuss words, they just use symbols.
Yeah, they weren't. Oh, and they copy and pasted the cuss word symbols too. It's there twice. They couldn't even be bothered to write fuck into this, or shit, or damn it. Like, you could come up with like skirting the edge cuss words. You could just say cuss word and it'd be better than this. Am I nitpicking? Yes, I don't care. Fuck this.
Yeah, I think it's because within, like, on YouTube, when the first, I think, 3 minutes, you can say shit and fuck, but it has to be in a comedic sense. If not, you get demonetized.
Well, you could still say curse word.
Yeah, curse word.
So this is their way trying to still be monetized.
Like I
Or you
said,
could
they
say
could have still
damn.
put curse word.
Yeah.
Curse word. Damn. Poopy brain. I don't know. A buffoon.
Then there's me who cusses within the first few seconds of the video.
Neanderthal.
Yeah.
Troglodyte. That's one of those
Yeah.
words that sounds really, really bad. Like that. That's one of those words that really sounds like a slur, but it literally just means caveman.
Yeah. Anyways, let's continue.
They'll know, in some small way, that you existed, that you mattered.
Uh-huh.
You think they know something? I say. still gazing down at the old wood, its musty, pulpy smell permeating the air around me.
Know what?
Ray asks.
Oh, his eyebrows are crooked.
I think you were looking at the weird blinking where his eyes went in and out of existence.
Yeah. You okay, Hatchet?
Let's keep going.
No. Let's move on.
His beer
Let's
halfway to
stop
his
focusing
lips.
on the weird
There would have to
animals
be new
and errors in
people
our
here
mirrors.
looking.
Yeah.
For them to know anything. There's no one. You're paranoid. Always have been. Right.
I say,
Wait, did they
motioning to
completely
Becky.
change the art of that cup?
Possibly.
Oh my god, there are 3 slivers of shirt on screen right now.
It's okay, it's okay. There's more than that, but let's keep going.
God damn it.
I shouldn't have said anything. Let's keep going.
The bartender. I don't know why I thought Ray would believe me. I don't know why I thought he would care about anything but the status quo.
Why is he
As
cradling
long as we
it
keep
like
electing
it's
him
a
sheriff
dead
of our
child?
tiny town.
Why is this man considering making passionate fucking love with his fucking beer?
He's also sucking it like a black hole. It's not even tilted. There's no way you can drink it like that. You have a mouth a black hole.
He's just okay.
He'll never change. I think briefly how nice it would be to not vote for Ray Ketchum next time he's up for re-election.
Oh my
The only
gosh, it's
problem
getting
is,
political.
There's never anyone running against him. Becky
I was
comes over, and I ask her for a shot
I'm
of
sorry,
whiskey.
back up a little bit. I got so lost thinking about the dynamics of this man trying to fuck his beer that I just got whiplashed with an election going on. What's going on?
I think he's the candidate.
Dick and beer guy?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're-
let's keep going. Sometimes that's politics.
They're putting
And my
so much
dad.
story and
She
barely
pours the
any
shot.
SCP.
I down it, and I toss 2 bills down on the scarred bar top.
That's
I tell her
very
to keep the
clearly not
change.
you, Bill.
Then I head out into the burgeoning night. My petty act of revenge is not saying bye to Ray,
What?
but it's like shouting into the void. He won't remember either way. I dad
Where does this act of revenge come from?
Revenge. You see, Ray is a little bit of a jerk to me. He disregards my feelings. And then there's Dick and Mug guy over here making love with his beer. So I'm gonna pay for my drink and then walk out in the dead center of the street in the middle of night.
I think what basically happened was he wanted to talk to his friend, like, in the bar, but instead his friend wanted to get smashed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably that vibe. Which is like, I mean, they went to a bar.
To be fair, a lot of people can talk in a bar when they're not trying to fuck the beer.
True. True.
Anyway, so let's keep going.
I'll even remember our conversation tomorrow. It's a warm fall night, and I walk down the street toward the hospital, the whiskey in my stomach warming me with a sense of importance, of confidence. I had been visiting my mother in the assisted living place next to the hospital when I saw them. This was yesterday. They were loading some large boxes into a 3-story building that's technically part of the small medical complex which serves the small nearby towns. But it wasn't the movers that caught my eye. It was the people they were supervising.
As a quick side note, I will give 1 point for accuracy in depicting the moving guys very clearly trying to look busy, but they were doing nothing at all.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to tell you this, but I think the people in the green suits are supposed to be military. It's just the camouflage is drawn so badly. Also, that would be how the American army would look like. They're in Britain.
I think I think they just transported they imported the crooked man from Britain.
Yeah.
He came along with the overly taxed T.
Watch this also be the SCP Foundation guys right here.
Yeah, check out the new uniforms for the SCP Foundation. It's just we don't know why we chose them.
Yeah.
The guy who chose these uniforms got fired instantly, and by that I mean fired into the sun. We launched him into the sun.
You know what?
You're,
I'm looking at British military uniforms to see how inaccurate this is.
I'm guessing very.
Yeah, it is very inaccurate, but they did try. These
Oh
have
my
been
god.
in uniform since 2000, so they do have something that looks kind of like that if you don't know how to see any colors and you forgot to put their hats on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although I am like I'm willing to bet that they just imported the Crooked Man to the States.
Yeah.
I think they're still keeping it in Britain, but that doesn't make it any less badly drawn.
We'll
Yeah,
see.
they either imported the Crooked Man to the States or they imported U.S. troops to Britain.
Well, like I said,
And
if you look at the picture over there, it shows you they probably did try to draw the modern British military uniform. They just did badly.
I mean, yeah, but to be fair, that could also easily come out to look like like just a box standard, like copy paste military uniform.
Yeah.
That's what they
That's
could have been
fair.
going
Well,
for.
we'll find out probably if we watch it.
Yeah, I
Next.
guess we'll
Yeah.
find out. Okay, so we either imported the Crooked Man or we exported a bunch of US troops, and either way, I think Britain got the raw end of the deal.
Yeah. Anyways, let's continue.
They had the look of military personnel. The way they
Really?
carried themselves, the way they were dressed in tidy dark suits, their haircuts, and the bulges under their shirts were all telltale signs.
Whoa.
What?
We don't even know that information.
What? What? Okay. Okay, so our protagonist has a friend who fucks beer, and he the pastime of examining random strangers' clothing slash bodies slash pecs, I
I
guess.
think he has a military fetish.
Yeah.
Maybe. I mean, there's a lot stranger fetishes.
Yeah. Let's continue. We're actually getting farther through this than we usually do.
Yeah, kinda. We're rolling with the punches a bit better than normal.
As someone who had been in the military, I knew what these guys looked like. I had been one of them. But that wasn't the only thing. Even before they showed up, I'd been noticing lots of utility workers around the town for a few weeks, placing objects high up on utility poles. Most of them were black and gray boxes that looked like they were wired into the
They look like they're floating.
Yeah.
You know, that's fine, floating people. Let's keep going.
Yeah.
power lines.
They
What purpose
hired they hired the Superman Brigade to install their bullshit. I don't remember the Krypton. Is that Superman's home planet? I think.
Yeah, Krypton.
Yeah, Kryptonian. So they hired a whole shit ton of Kryptonians as low paid workers. Yeah.
Yeah, this is a little sidetrack, but I kind of find it hilarious that, like, Kryptonians are weak to a mineral that's on their own planet.
Well, I mean, where else would it be?
Like, they live with it around and they're weak to it.
Maybe, you know what? Maybe. Maybe all the Kryptonian on Krypton just makes them average ass Joes, and the reason why
Yeah.
Superman reacts that much to it is because he's so used to being the Superman. So it's like, oh, I'm just a guy now.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Sidetrack then.
bastardization of Superman
Yeah.
lore aside, let's continue.
I don't know. But the first thing that came to mind was the possibility of cameras hidden inside those boxes. That got me looking at the sky, much like an amateur astronomer would do on a nightly walk. Only I wasn't looking at celestial bodies. No, I was looking for drones. And I was fairly confident I'd spotted a few at night.
So
I
he's
had
just
never
a
gotten a good
conspiracy. We're following an ex-military conspiracy theorist whose eyes turn into triangles sometimes.
Hey, Hatchet. He's just a member of Parawatch.
Oh, you
Here.
motherfucker! You almost made me spit up on my TV, you bastard. Oh, that was actually a good one. That was a good one.
It was.
Everyone who's not chatting in chat, clap.
Yeah. I was saying he was a member of Parawatch.
Yes, Bright.
I was saying it to Jiri. So I don't think they heard. Yeah. Anyways, let's continue.
Right? I literally responded with words.
Oh, I didn't hear it.
That's okay.
How did you manage to take a semi-decent joke and ruin it within 2 seconds?
Because I'm me. Anyways.
You know, that's fair. I still think it was
Look
a
at
good
that.
joke, even if you ruined it.
It was a good joke, even if you instantly wanted to explain it.
Yeah. Look, I'm white. I'm used to explaining things that should be explained. I'm sorry.
Right? I'm gonna pretend like you didn't say that. Just press play.
I'm sorry.
You can't see it right now, but my face instinctually took on the look of when I eat a lemon.
Right? You know what I'm seeing when I look at you right now? I'm seeing the one lady that ordered the cheese quesadilla with the sauce removed, a side of mayo, and a bottle of water.
Yeah. Anyways.
The sightings were
I
just
feel
a
like
blur
I just
of
heard the
movement,
description
or
of
a
a
distant
war
star
crime.
Anyways.
momentarily
I feel like
obstructed,
it should be.
or a
Yeah. Let's continue.
Okay.
faint whirring
Yeah.
sound carried on with the wind. Coming to the 3-story building, I stop and kneel like I'm
Did
tying
he
my
walk
shoe.
like that?
There are lights
don't
on
know.
in all the
Why is
windows
he
of the top
kneeling
floor.
at it?
This is not a human being. This is not a human being. Who the fuck kneels down to tie their shoe in the dead center of a crosswalk in the middle of night? This man, the only way that this guy is real is if he's trying to commit insurance fraud. That's the only way that this is a real person. This
Let's
is just a
keep going.
this is just a fucking robot or an alien or an AI that's been put into a humanoid body.
Yeah. Anyways, let's continue.
But the shades are drawn, so all I can see are the borders of illumination around the shades. The front door of the building
Just a
opens,
silhouette.
and a man in
Yeah.
a dark suit steps.
What is wrong with his mouth?
What the fuck? What the hell? He's just gotten back from sucking off TV static.
I think I know what that is, because I do Photoshop for my thumbnails. That's when you don't remove the background, because sometimes the background gets messed up in Photoshop. So that's just them fucking up, not removing the
no.
background.
Either that or that's supposed to be a cigarette. Better than doubt it's a cigarette. Otherwise, it's just, what the hell?
Steps out, a cigarette in his mouth,
Oh, it is
Okay.
a cigarette.
Oh, it's
away from me. They-
so god awful. Why did you depict the cigarette as being like the size of a fucking summer sausage, and it's just all sticking out of his mouth like that?
Who knows?
This man needs to seek immediate help. He has a habit of deep throating giant cigs.
Yeah.
And he looks up
You
the
think
street
that-
to his
I don't
right.
think that's the most worrying habit.
Wait, why is one side of the road elevated highly while the other is just going
You know, let's forget
into the
about
road?
it. It's
Oh.
Crooked Man. Keep going.
Oh, oh! Why'd you have to point that out? I wasn't gonna notice it. Fuck you.
Let's
His eyes land on me and he pauses.
What the
One
fuck?
hand cupped
What?
to block the breeze, and one holding a lighter. I don't look away quickly. I know better than that.
Look at my
But after a
watching.
moment, I look down and finish the charade.
Why we don't need? Why is he looking like he's
I'm
exposing
going
himself?
to comment that is this an SCP story or a gay romance?
I don't
Yes.
know.
The answer is yes.
Of tying my shoe. The man lights his cigarette and puffs on it. But I can still feel his eyes on me.
Stop making that
I
face.
stand up and continue walking. As I get closer to the man and the building, the alcohol in my veins pushes me toward a decision.
You good?
Right after I ask if this is a gay porn!
Just the look on that guy's face, making what could be taken as a sucky motion. Just walk cycle.
I didn't know that would happen!
You guys good?
I don't know. They did that shit after I asked if this was a gay porn. Oh my gosh!
It is now.
My lungs hurt.
Watch, my computer did the update forcibly so we wouldn't see this. It knew. It knew.
Okay, let's keep watching the possible gay porn. Okay.
If these guys don't
I
fuck
cross
by
the
the end of the
street
video,
slowly,
I want my
bringing
money
a hand
back.
up. in
You're not getting
salutation.
paid.
Working late?
I ask the man.
Well, pay me something
He
and then I
nods
want my money
and
back.
puffs his
Oh,
cigarette.
jeez.
What do you
People
do?
say that in
I
porn,
ask,
too. I mean,
casually.
like working late.
Medical
thing.
supplies.
He says, then looks off down the street, puffing his cigarette. It's clear he doesn't want to talk, but I push it anyway.
Not from around here, are you?
I
You
ask.
push it, you say.
Just moved here for work.
He says,
Oh
Welcome.
gosh, he's
I say.
flirting.
putting out my hand.
My name's Derek.
He takes my hand and shakes it, his mouth a slash around his cigarette butt,
Flirting
his eyes
accepted.
slitted against the smoke drifting into his face.
Morgan.
He says,
Come up to the pub some night. I'll buy you a beer.
I say, pulling my hand away. Morgan nods disinterestedly. I look up at the building one last time before moving on. When I'm a good distance down the road, I smile. Although there's no proof of anything there,
Oh my god.
the absence of proof tells me something. Morgan, if that really is his name, does not work in medical supplies. Of that, I'm sure. I just need to gather some proof. And now I have an excuse to head into that building one day.
This guy's
looking
like,
for my new
I know a gay stripper when I see one.
Yeah.
Oh,
This man obviously doesn't work for the hospital. He works down at the bars.
Anyways.
How is this video almost
Friend
halfway
Morgan,
over and we haven't
I have
seen
proof,
the
I'll
slightest
bring
thing
it to
about
Ray.
the crooked
He
man?
won't be
I
able
don't
to
know.
ignore me then. After
we'll
all,
find out.
if Ray
Hopefully,
Ketchum won't
I mean,
protect-
So far, we've seen more gay porn than we have Crooked Man.
Yeah.
Honestly, this is better content. Because at least they're not bastardizing something good.
Oh,
This
they'll
is just-
bastardize it eventually. Don't worry.
Oh,
Yeah.
don't let me get my hopes up.
I'm sorry.
I
But
want
let's be
this.
honest. since they're trying to be YouTube accepted, they're probably not going to add gay porn. They're just going to tease us.
I want to fall for the queer baiting.
Well, they're definitely queer baiting.
Anyways, let's continue.
Listen. Sorry. Last joke. Listen. I'm a fish. It's my nature to latch onto hooks.
Oh my god.
After all, if Ray Ketchum won't protect our town, then I will. I get home around 10 and get ready for bed. Mine is a small, single-story house, almost a cottage. It has 2 bedrooms,
Almost.
2 bathrooms, an
Yeah.
open kitchen,
That
a large
house
living
just
room.
no.
He
That
doesn't
house
know what
does
small
not
is,
have
does he?
that. This is he living in like some offshoot of a Daedric realm where the tiny ass little fucking shed can turn into like a fucking miniature mansion?
Can you just like rewind again to where he says 2 bathrooms?
He's got 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms.
Alright,
Yeah.
here we go. We'll listen again.
Mine is a small, single-story house, almost a cottage. It has
Almost
2
a
bedrooms,
cottage.
2 bathrooms,
2 bedrooms,
an open
2
kitchen.
bathrooms,
An
Open
open kitchen.
2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, open kitchen, all in this shoebox. How'd we do it? I don't fucking know. I am an anomaly now.
Also, that's a really big fucking kitchen.
That's a very big kitchen.
You don't
Yeah.
even see the stove yet. The stove is somewhere, just not in sight.
Also, the glove looks like a mitten.
Oh, I've seen like oven mitts that look like that.
But I can't stop seeing it as a mitten. They just hang one mitten there.
He just lost his other mitten last winter and he can't find it, so he just hung the one that he has up next
Actually, it
to
looks
his
like
spoons.
it looks like it's taped to walls. There's nothing connecting it to the bar. They just taped it to
Yeah.
Anyways.
Perhaps he smeared
A
all
large living room.
Oh, there's
his.
one
I
more.
don't know. Oh yeah, large living room. Okay, so 2 bathrooms, 2 bedrooms, large living room, open kitchen. That's like could probably house an entire gourmet chef team.
Yeah, or watch there be more.
And
Yeah.
a small yard.
A
I've been
small
living here
yard.
for about a year
Okay.
now, since the divorce. My wife kept the big house we used to share. I'm just
Almost a
laying down in
cottage.
bed when a crunching sound
Wait, you
My
had a
wife
bigger
got-
house?
Kept the bigger house.
Yeah.
What? She live in a fucking mansion?
And why did the screen just start rapidly shaking?
Cause I think they're being affected by the Crooked Man. Hold on, I'll go back a bit.
My wife kept the big house we used to share. I'm just laying down in bed when a crunching sound reverberates throughout my house. My heart rate immediately boosts, and a knot of dreadful excitement twists in my gut as I sit up. I'm not sure, but I think I can feel the house move slightly as the crunching subsides. I swing my legs off the bed and reach toward the dresser for some clothes as the crunching starts again. This time, I'm sure I feel the structure vibrate. I run out of my room to the front of the house, eyes wide and still in my boxer shorts. The front door of my house hangs open at an angle. The wall around the open door is distorted with jagged cracks running up to the ceiling. I can see in the moonlight streaming through the windows that some plaster dust is still
It's not
floating down from
moonlight,
these
but okay.
cracks. To my left, a living
It's
room
like
window
day.
is broken,
Best.
having been twisted in its frame. The hardwood floor under the window looks as if it has been hit
Oh
from
my
underneath
god,
by a
dude. They're so goddamn proud of their tiny little insignificant mansion in the shoebox and all the effort they went to destroy it for this fucking animation when this is barely the major point of the goddamn SCP.
Yeah, and plus this isn't really crooking. This is more just putting cracks everywhere.
This is just cracks everywhere. Like it's not implied that it dilapidates in a fucking instant. It happens over time.
Yeah.
Like, we get it, bro. You're proud of the fact that you found all of these fancy little doodads to make your shoebox mansion look like it's having a bunch of wear and tear spontaneously show up. And we get it. You like shaking the camera around and having your character look moderately discontented.
Yeah.
But can we get
Yeah.
on with the goddamn
I
SCP?
had a realization that might upset you. They
What?
said crunching sound, so there's a possibility they had a tiny earthquake happen, not because of things as a way to get it crooked, but as to say there are crooked people under the house or something.
Oh my god. Why should it be that?
I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong.
Here we go.
Sledgehammer. Off to my right, a dark form floats into my peripheral vision. The house shakes,
God damn
the
it, I
tremors
don't wanna be
emanating
right.
from the kitchen on my right.
Don't have
The
me be
fridge
right.
tilts forward as
What
the
the
ground
fuck is that
beneath it
stupid
fractures.
animation?
The doors come
Yeah.
open, spilling light onto the ground.
Also, it's pretty much stated in the article that people can see it like when it's in the house. They can see it. It's just that electrical devices can't pick it up. Basically, because like the D-class tried to attack it, so they obviously had to see it in order to attack and run away from it.
I would like to announce
Yeah.
that Hatchet Head 33 is dead.
You're
This
still
animation-
alive.
This
Do not
animation has
suffer
killed
with
me.
us still.
Who said I wasn't gonna keep suffering with you? This is my own personal hell.
Yeah. Anyways.
Welcome to
to-
purgatory.
Welcome to the first layer, motherfucker. SCP.
No,
SCP
we're at
content
purgatory.
farms.
That's where you suffer and then you get to go back.
Yeah. Well, that's pretty much what we're doing. Anyway, let's continue.
Followed swiftly by food. Glass condiment bottles shatter, adding to the noise rolling through my home. I find myself
Yeah.
backpedaling. My fight-or-flight response is taking over. I notice that I have a worried smile on my face.
What?
I told myself I wouldn't run if this ever happened. Before I can stop myself, I call out.
No!
This only seems to anger the entity, and the hallway around me begins to crack, the floor under my feet shifting, sending me slamming into the wall. I lose my footing and end up on the ground. The black, distorted air rushes toward me, touching
What?
my right
You
foot.
don't
My
know
toes
how that
bend.
looks.
Yeah. At most, what we know what the Korean man looks like is a black squiggle.
No,
Let's
I'm just saying.
right,
Think of this. It already was making itself like a gay porn. He's in his underwear, and a long black thing is reaching out towards him.
Just run it back a little bit. Just like 5 seconds back. Yeah, here we go. Play again.
Slamming into the
Play again.
wall.
Be ready to
I
pause.
lose my footing and end up on the ground.
Okay. Now, be ready to pause. Continue.
The black,
forward.
distorted air rushes toward me.
Yep. Pause. Oh, damn it. That was close. Okay, yeah, there we go. There we go. That is obviously a censored penis. It's a censored penis. It is a censored penis the size of a goddamn anaconda that's just eaten a deer.
Oh my god.
So the question is, actually, wait. It could be vor.
Oh my
Gay
god.
vor?
Oh my
There is
god.
such a
We'll
thing.
find out. We'll find out.
There is such a thing as urethral vor.
Oh my god.
I don't think they'll do that.
Anyways, let's continue.
It'd be
It'll
better
a
than
giant
this.
tongue.
Touching my right foot. My toes bend impossibly toward my ankle, all of them snapping at once when the pressure becomes too much. I cry out in pain. Before my cry is even halfway finished, the bones of my feet snap as my foot bends in half. I scramble with my arms and left foot, trying to get away from the pain and what's causing it. I reach my bedroom and slam the door shut. Shock seems to take away the sharpness of the pain, but I'm pouring sweat and my eyes are watering. My breath wheezes in and out of my lungs. The door to my bedroom snaps in half lengthwise, the outer half falling into the room while the inner half swings open. The walls around the doorway erupt in an elaborate spiderweb of cracks. I manage to stand up on my left leg. I hop to the window as the cracks in the walls snake toward me. I know that the black distortion is close now. I try to open the window, but the frame distorts when I get it open a few inches, making it impossible for me to move it any further. I glance around, searching for an object with which to break the window. I promised I wouldn't run. I promised I wouldn't run. The words repeat again and again in my mind as I turn around. The entity is upon me quickly. I reach my arms out in a feeble attempt to stop it. My wrists and fingers snap, the pain so great my breath leaves me. My forearms break, pointing in different directions. My elbows bend the wrong way. My ribcage breaks like an old wicker basket under a cinder block. As my spine snaps, consciousness leaves me. But it isn't gone long. I find myself on the bedroom floor, writhing as all the breaks in my bones heal quickly but not properly. New bone has been added, stretching my skin to its limits. I can't move, but I can look down and see my deformed, elongated body. I promised I wouldn't run, I think, crying with joy now that it's over. Now, all I have to do is die. But death doesn't come. I lie in my broken house with my new and forever broken body for a long time as consciousness undulates. The pain I feel isn't the pain of broken bones. It's the pain of strained muscles, stretched skin, and torn ligaments.
Once it heals, you cease feeling pain. It's literally stated in the article.
This entire...
For a brief moment, I thought we were wrong and they were going to go with accuracy, and then he started talking.
Yeah.
Alright, so that entire... I think I genuinely, like, almost blanked out for the last 2 minutes because of how much of a fever dream that was.
Yeah.
Anyway, solid direction. This is the best gay porno I've ever watched.
Anyways, let's continue. We still have some time left.
It's a constant pain that I know will never leave. Not until I'm dead. I wake up to a group of men surrounding me. They wear tactical gear and helmets, so I can't see their faces.
What?
One of them takes off his helmet and looks down.
Kink. Oh no! Right after I said that.
And I was just gonna say, Bright, buddy, old pal. I know you don't. I don't know if you have the editing skills to do it. But you've done the bullshit where you put yourself on the couch and the SCPs are around you. Recreate this scene, but our crooked man is on the couch with these guys around him.
Oh my god.
Oh no!
That is your homework.
Also, they really didn't need to keep this fucker in his underwear.
Anyway, who's this fucker?
This is the guy from the beginning, the cigarette guy.
Oh, is this the guy that he wanted?
He was doing bedroom talk with before.
Okay, let's watch him bone or something. I don't know.
At me. It's Morgan. Can you move?
Morgan.
He asks. I try to speak, but nothing happens. I try to move my head, but I can't do that either. After a moment, Morgan nods. He signals some other men into my bedroom. They come into view toting a gurney, onto which they load me up. They put me in the back of an ambulance that's not really an ambulance. There are no paramedics to take care of me. There's only Morgan and another man in tactical gear. Morgan injects me with something, which dulls the pain. They bring
There
me to
wouldn't
the
be any
3-story
pain.
building near the hospital, wheeling me in through the back door. They take me up.
Also, he would be in vegetable state or brain dead.
It's just a pile. It just looks like they're bringing a pile of limbs in.
Yeah.
Also, it's called a vegetative state.
Oh, sorry,
Yes.
vegetative state, sorry. Yeah.
They're in Idaho.
Yeah.
Potato state.
Up in an elevator and put me in a hospital-like room with heart monitors and life support machines. Fear crowds in my
hospital-like
mind as I
room in the
realize they're going to keep
hospital.
me alive,
Yeah.
to study me,
Who
no
would have
doubt.
ever guessed?
They're going to try to figure out who the crooked man is, to stop him. I want to tell Morgan to let me die. I want to tell him how we've lived with the crooked man for generations. I want to tell him that the crooked man protects us. He keeps our little town going,
Like that?
no matter.
Wait, he's saying the crooked man protects them. As the guy who was attacked by the crooked man.
Just instantly developed Stockholm syndrome. I told you he really wanted that censored cock. He really wanted that.
Hold on, I'll go back so you can hear it. Alright. Here we go.
I want to tell Morgan to let me die. I want to tell him how we've lived with the crooked man for generations. I want to tell him that the crooked man protects us.
See?
Let's just move. Let's continue.
He keeps our little town going, no matter what's happening in the rest of the world. He's our curse, our blessing. We're glad to sacrifice a few of our residents to him every 12 years.
Why-
Morgan and the people he works for
What?
will only
Why
make things
12
worse.
years? What's
They'll
going on?
Yeah, it attacks randomly.
It doesn't have a time frame of attack.
Yeah.
Fuck is
So-
going on?
So the crooked man is an ethereal penis that
Comes every 12 years? Oh no.
don't say it like that. It really, yeah.
Intended that way!
The crooked,
Damn,
the,
oh no!
the crooked penis really came on this man.
There's no clean way to talk about this, is there?
No.
Oh no, there isn't.
Alright, let's continue.
Only make the crooked man mad. I want to tell him all this, but I can't. I'm trapped in this broken body. This body that shouldn't be alive. This body that's meant to die in
Smiling.
tribute.
Why
I
does
say
he
a
keep
silent
having
sorry
this
to the crooked
shit-eating
man.
grin on
I
his
don't
face?
know.
Forgive them, I pray. For they know not what they do.
Oh god, his eyebrows!
Please, crooked man, don't desert us. Not now.
Why is it way up there?
SCP-783 is a
And
hostile entity.
why did they parody the crucifixion